The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
We're on Periscope. We're on Facebook. We're on YouTube. We're everywhere. We are in all the cool places.
Ready to start?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
All right.
The preceding
Well, that's the wrong one. Sorry, I'm a bit rusty.
The following is a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Yep.
Howdy.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of your favorite midday live Texas craft beer show. It's been a while. I forgot her. What are we? Texas live midday craft beer show, Liquid Lunch.
Hasn't been that long, has it?
It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Longest stretch, or equal to the longest stretch I've ever taken off the show, I believe.
Has it been the longest 2 weeks of your life?
In some ways, yes. In some ways, no.
Huh.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. I'm Josh. That's. Can we do your thing, or do we need to wait on that? You said you had a lot of things.
No, you do your thing right now.
Okay. Hey, everybody. I'm Josh. I'm your host. Welcome to Liquid Lunch. We're in the state of Texas, and we're talking about beer. See all the signs behind. We love Texas beer. If this is your first time ever seeing the show, if you're seeing the stream down your Facebook feed or your YouTube feed or something as things they recommend, go ahead and hit that subscribe button there. Either a like or a follow or a subscribe. We would love that. Or if you're on Twitter, there, give us a follow, a retweet, all that kind of good stuff. We'll talk more about sharing later. Hey, Linda, watching on Facebook. Thank you for watching, Linda. Linda has been checking in on me a lot lately, and there's a reason I was gone for the last.
Oh, don't talk about it yet.
We're not, and I won't talk about it yet because
I'm going to be in on this conversation.
You want to be in on this conversation? I would never do that to my my friend Christopher Kennedy, who's busy doing things and just has a single shot of me and said just go for like 5 minutes. So here we go.
I got used to Julie helping me out.
Where's Julie?
She went back to work. Went back to work.
That's a contagious thing that's going around is work. I've got to do that today as well. So this is not work. This is a passion project. This is one of my favorite things in the world. There's my wife, my children, and somewhere in the pets and beer realm is this show and my podcast Interbrews as well. It's all kind of depending. Ask me during the moment. It all involves beer, though, right? You can't pet your dog without a beer. I don't know what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm glad anybody who's watching is watching. I don't have the streams in front of me to see who all's participated today. I'll rely on Kennedy to pass word along. Anybody on Facebook there? I can see your chats though, everybody. So if you type and say hey, I'll hey you right back. But anyway, welcome to Tuesday. It's week, what is this, week 13 of the pandemic stuff?
No.
14?
No. It's week 16.
Wow. Okay. That's a long time. That's a very long time. It feels about like week 16. I'll be honest with you. I'm ready to have Kennedy. I'm ready to have you back in studio. I hope everybody, if you're going out in public, you're wearing your mask per the local guidelines. I think is that statewide now? Hey, Sylvia.
All right, I'm back.
Can I just say real quick? I'm glad you're back. Look, everybody, Kennedy there.
Hey.
Sylvia, excellent job this past Thursday. If you have not watched last Thursday's episode, Sylvia was the best guest host we've ever had.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I don't know how many guest hosts we've ever had. By far the best.
We've had a couple.
Yeah.
I think we had one.
Yeah, I think one other. Draft Queens, Thursday evenings. I thought it was Thursday evenings. Tuesday evenings?
Wednesdays?
No, it's Thursdays, I believe. I listen to the podcast. Once it's streamed, it's out there for everybody. So just go listen to every episode right now. Draft Queens. Spelled DRAUGHT.
They are no longer on Vinyl Draft Radio.
No, just the pod. Are we podcast? What's the deal, Sylvia? What are the details?
They are now independent.
Oh, that's the way to do it. Let me tell you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's independent yet arms linked. Arms linked.
So,
No set time now. You know what? All right, Sylvia. I want to I've always had these major plans to get all the beer shows in Texas linked up and supporting one another. Okay, podcasts are great. I love the live stream that we do here on Liquid Lunch, but that's a good reminder. You can subscribe to the audio only podcast, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, anywhere you get podcasts, right? Anyway, go subscribe to that as well. Kennedy, throw up an icon for all those podcasts. Maybe Thursday.
All right, hold on.
Boom.
It didn't work.
Ah,
What
dang
the
it.
heck? I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Hold on. Here we go.
Little fairy magic. Boom.
Oh, it still didn't work.
Oh, well. You'll just have to go subscribe and leave a review if you want. I don't like demanding. I hear a lot of podcasts and shows saying, go leave a review. I mean, it helps, I think. Algorithms and stuff. If you want. I don't. Whatever. Just enjoy. Grab a beer and enjoy the show with us. That's what I want. Go get local craft beer. Yes.
Just real quickly, everyone who is currently watching on Facebook, if you want to jump over to YouTube, all our comments across all our platforms appear on YouTube.
Oh, yeah.
If you feel like participating and seeing all the comments.
Yeah. So what you're saying is if let's say there's an individual watching on Twitter, right?
Yes.
And they type something in the Twitter feed, that also pops up on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Or if somebody's playing their video games and watching on Twitch.
Yes.
And then they comment, that'll pop up on YouTube as well.
Right.
Okay, great.
Yeah, this a little FYI there. If you're watching on Facebook, that's cool because most people do.
Yeah, people are on Facebook.
Yeah,
because that's where everything is.
Okay. Since we mentioned YouTube, just watch us on YouTube.
There you go. Oh, and also here's another one, Kennedy.
Yes.
You can watch on our website the stream, and you can pick which platform you're watching from. So, I mean, other than Twitch, for some reason, is not working with our plugin, but you can pick any of the other feeds directly on our website. So, if you go to liquidlunchshow.com, top center, first, the page, then it opens up. You can pick and watch any of those feeds and see the chats.
All right.
That's a new feature.
Does it never work, or is it just not currently working?
Should be working right now.
No, I'm talking about Twitch.
Oh, no, Twitch works on its own. The widget that Restream has available it needs an update or something.
Well, currently we are not on Twitch.
Okay. Well then,
we've been having some streaming issues, so I'm just doing a little test to see if it helps if we don't broadcast to Twitch.
Oh, okay. Well, let's get. I don't want to get nerdy about that. We can do that later. I don't know. The people didn't come here for the nerdery.
No.
At least not that brand of nerdery.
No, people came here because we like to ask the tough questions.
Yeah, we like to dig deep,
do
some investigative journalism,
uh-huh.
and look at our watches and ask, what time is it?
It's time for your favorite segment and mine here on Liquid Lunch. This is
What you drinking?
Good. And today on the show, Star Wars wipe.
Why would you call that a Star Wars wipe? It's just
that was one of the transitions used in the original trilogy.
Yes, but
you don't see that.
It's a standard wipe.
No, you don't see it in movies that much though.
No, but we're far from being cinematic right now.
No, but yeah, whatever. Why don't you go first on beer?
Okay. All right, cool. So no chug today. I'm sorry, I'm disappointing everybody. I started a diet last week. So I know it's only one more beer, but
you exude confidence when you say that.
I started a diet last. Yes, I've put on the COVID-19 and I'm trying to take it off.
Yeah. That's a real thing.
It is. Oh, trust me, it is. So today I have a oh man, it's dripping all over. A Be Someone.
Nice.
It's a honey wheat from 11 Below, coming in at 6.9%.
Excellent. That's a sneak up beer. That'll
And
sneak up on.
then offset, and now that we're sort of in contact again, Josh, I have some of these for you.
What's
I
that?
have my latest beer that I brewed.
Yes. Yeah.
This is my Session Hazy IPA, is what I call it.
Okay.
It was a bit of a mistake because it comes in at 4.5% alcohol.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of 11 Below, one of their best beers is Big Mistake.
Yeah.
So embrace the mistake.
Yes, it pairs well with the Star Wars, the prequel Star Wars trilogy.
Your hazy.
No,
Mistake?
Big Mistake.
Oh. Okay. I'll talk about what I'm drinking. I've been a bit of a fanboy for this brewery for a little while, and I don't think I've had this on the show. So I found this the other day at Total Wine. Total Wine, not a sponsor, but I would be opening to endorsing Total Wine. That's a fantastic store there in the Woodlands. Such a great beer selection. Fantastic. Lots of tons of all the local stuff and things from all around the world. So if anybody knows anybody at Total Wine, anyway, from our friends in Fredericksburg at Allstott, their Alt Amber, which I can attest. Last night was my first beer in 2 weeks, and goes great with street tacos. So there you go.
And
Poured it
street
in my
tacos.
Southern Star mason jar. What?
And street tacos then.
Yeah, street tacos.
But I'm guessing you didn't buy them from a street vendor.
No. Got them to go. Wore my mask in. Got them from our little place up front here because we had not done any cooking.
So you got them from a restaurant.
I did. Local restaurant that doesn't serve craft beer, but that's okay. Cheers, everybody. Beer
Cheers.
is delicious. And this beer, if you like malty, delicious beer, alt beer, I don't feel like gets enough. I mean, we hear brown ale, and we always think like English brown ale or an Americanized English style kind of hybrid mashup. Alt, German amber brown, fantastic. Great taco beer. Any roasted meat. Roasted. Sorry. Out of frame. All right. Shall we get into business?
What kind of business do you want to get into?
Just what's been going on the last couple of weeks.
Oh.
Do we want to get into it yet, or do we want to talk about beer stories?
We kind of have big news on Josh's business, so before we get into it, now would be a good time to show that you care.
Yeah. Listen, everybody. That's fantastic job, Kennedy. Listen, yeah, we can't grow this audience all on our own. I mean, I guess we could share, but it really helps if you love the show and love craft beer and want to spread the good news of Texas craft beer. It's that time. Everybody, it's time to share. It's time to click that little arrow, share on your Facebook page, retweet, copy that link on YouTube, send it to somebody through Messenger. I don't know. However you want to do it. Get more people to celebrate Texas craft beer in the middle of the day, near the beginning of the week, because there's nothing going on at work right now, and we all need to be here together. Share if you care. Sharing is caring. Cheers to all you. Thank you. From Liquid Lunch. In the fade, the slow fade. Fantastic. That is a very slow fade. What was that, 4 seconds? 5 seconds?
That was a manual fade.
Oh.
I did it manually with the slider
How many
bar.
calories? That was so slow. You actually took in calories.
Probably.
It's like eating celery. Only it's the opposite of celery. Celery is so low in calories, and it takes more energy to eat it than you bring in. It's a calorie negative food, and yours was the opposite on that transition.
Do you think crawfish are the same?
No.
Because you do have to do a lot to get that little piece of meat.
Yeah, but it's dense. It's dense. I think No, I think crawfish are in their own. I think they pack a bigger punch. Celery is just water, crunchy water, right?
Yes. Does
So
celery have nutritional value?
I don't know. Has anybody ever made a celery beer? That's another question. Would you drink celery beer?
The other question would be, why would you ever want to do that?
Maybe you could use celery in like a michelada style something. I don't know. I really don't know. I probably wouldn't. But there's pickle beer,
Yes.
and there's
Which is quite popular.
so possibly.
I'm only good for about 3 drinks of pickle beer.
Yeah. Well,
I'm done.
it depends. It depends.
Oh, thank you for sharing, Linda.
Yeah.
Thanks for the heart.
Yeah.
And she wants us to know she's drinking Scars and Stripes Black Rifle coffee.
Oh, there you go.
Is that
That's-
really? Did she misspell that? Should it be
No.
Scars and Stripes or?
No,
Scars and
Black
Stripes?
Rifle Coffee. If you watch any like of the big online shows, which I've been watching a bunch of, Black Rifle Coffee, a veteran-owned coffee company, and they sponsor a lot of online shows. Not ours. So buy Cuvée. They're local.
Mhm.
Black Rifle's it's a good company. I don't know much about them, but
Well,
I know
we also have some veteran-owned beer, some breweries that are veteran-owned.
yeah, drink
Uh,
those. Heck yeah. Can you think of them off the top of your head?
Yeah, the one oh crap, no. The one in Dallas. I can see the beer the camouflage beer they had. Don't ask me to remember stuff.
I won't.
Yeah.
Normally, I remember stuff like that right off the top of my head, but
Yeah.
I know that Alan Ward from Brigadoon, he was a U.S. Air Force. He was a paratrooper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Brigadoon.
Uh, So I've been slowly, since Julie and I have been dating, taking her like the places of Texas historical value. So places that have to are important to the Texas Revolution stuff. Basically, a general Texas history lesson. And last week we went to the San Jacinto Battleground.
Oh, how was that?
It was pretty cool. Although the battleship Texas, the USS Texas, was not open. You can't get on there, and the obelisk was closed too. So we weren't there very long. It was kind of hot.
The obelisk is the big spire thing.
Yes.
Can you go in it? Is it? That
Yes,
big?
you can go to the top of that thing.
Okay.
Once it's open, that's a great place to take the family because I think it's only like $6 to get to the top of that, and it's taller than the Washington Monument.
Of course it is.
Built in like 1936 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of the Battle of San Jacinto. And in case you didn't know, Josh, not being Texan and all, that's where Texas won its independence from Mexico.
Isn't that where they caught him sleeping?
Yes. A total of 9 Texans died in that battle, while they killed a total of 600 Mexicans.
Wow, they were actually sleeping, right?
Yes, they snuck up on them and basically took them completely by surprise.
Yeah, there you go. Texas history. Turns out they don't teach Texas history in Arkansas.
Oh, sorry, I had a point about all that.
Okay.
So afterwards, we found a place to eat in Pasadena, and we were just driving through Pasadena and drove right past Brigadoon Brewery.
Well, they closed it, right?
Yeah, it's closed, but the building's still there with the logo and stuff. We just happened to be like, oh wow, that's Brigadoon.
Yeah, they closed the outpost, but the Ren Fair OG still there. Booth, whatever booth it is, it's not over there. Booth to the left as you walk in, down a ways. I don't remember which booth number it is. Anyway, you'll find it. One with all the happy people in front.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. I did pour thanks onto Sylvia earlier, and I want to make sure that everybody go back. If you have not, go back and listen or watch Thursday's episode. with Marcus and Bobby. Marcus from Weathered Souls.
Yeah, that was a great. Yeah, she put together. I didn't do any of that too. She totally organized all that, and it was great. It was and we nicely done. I mean, we kind of touched to some people a sensitive subject, and thank God it did not get political at all.
Well, we're in sensitive times. Let's be honest. Everything is politicized these days. You know, like why is your hair long? It's politically driven.
Yeah,
whatever it is.
So I made this last week, so I'm gonna go and since Sylvia helped us out, and we're still talking about the great show she did. Yeah. Everybody, go to Anchor. And catch all the latest episodes of Draft Queen.
Yeah, there you go. Anchor. You can get interviews on Anchor as well. There is some independent Liquid Lunch content on Anchor, but I'll be honest with you, I haven't posted any. I did try to do some specific stuff just for Anchor. Anchor owned by Spotify. I don't know if you did it.
You used to also put them on Stitcher.
I do.
Well, the latest episode is like 150 on Stitcher.
Is it really? I'm gonna have to look at that. That's funny. It shouldn't be like that.
Because I was listening to an episode the other day, and I accidentally had like the speed on 1.5, and I was like, man, I sound really good.
You know what's fun is putting it on like 3/4 speed or half speed. You sound super drunk.
Oh, like even more than normal. I was like, man, I sound good. Why do I don't sound like that, do I? And it took me a while to realize, oh, you're on 1.5 speed.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, go subscribe to podcasts, listen to them, support the local shows, Draft Queens, and all the other ones. When John Denman or James Simpson or Chad Pilbeam decide to guest host, then we'll plug your shows as well. Mm-hmm. Yeah, or whatever. But Draft Queens.
Would you be okay if Chad Pilbeam guest hosted?
Yeah. Why not? I mean, he's always got something.
Sorry, I mean Chadford.
Chadford, of course. He's always got interesting things to say. He's never short on opinions. Mm-mm. That is one thing you never have to worry about with Chadford is you never have to guess what he's thinking. He will lay it out there, and he'll use bare logic to
logic applied.
Yep. All right, so let's talk about the last 2 weeks. Can we get into that now, or do we want to talk beer stuff?
No, let's get into it because I have questions.
Okay. It's all perfectly natural.
So it's okay for us to talk about this.
I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Okay. Well, because you asked me not to say anything.
Yes, because I didn't want to distract from anything. So I got tested positive for the COVID 2 weeks ago. But you know what? I'm going to be on. The plans are obviously. I'm not going to say definitively. The plans are. I talked to John Holler. You know, they've been doing their Hollers with Holler, their Instagram stuff. So I'll go into more detail there if we do that, and if that doesn't work out schedule-wise, I'm supposed to do that next week. I'll go into all the details. But anyway, I tested positive for COVID, asymptomatic, but you still have to be locked down. So I've been in a room by myself for 2 weeks. Like literally until yesterday, and got retested, and now I'm good. So that's the short story. Mm-hmm. So I got tested. Tested. I was told positive. So go be somewhere. And then, now I'm not. So I didn't have any symptoms.
So last week, Sylvia, you asked me what was wrong with Josh, and I said I couldn't really say anything. That's where he was.
Yeah. So the last week I just didn't want it, or the week before when we didn't do a show.
Yeah.
Or whatever reason.
Well, that's because I couldn't find the guest host, and I didn't want to do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Nobody
should have. Yeah, they do.
No, I don't have the gift of gab.
I mean, whatever. I will say this, one thing that just in my messenger that just popped up, Keenan Zarling former head brewer at 11 Below, but due to pandemic things, he's no longer head brewer at 11 Below. Still associated, still part owner, all that kind of good stuff. However that works. Anyway, we're going to be doing some because he's not working, all the time as a head brewer and drenched in sweat from head to toe. We're going to be doing some deep dives on individual beers coming up soon. We'll be posting that on the Interbrews feed. And then when I get the ability to do video with guests from my house, which we're getting close. If you guys want to see, I'm getting ahead of myself. Anyway, Keenan and I will be doing some deep dives on some single beers. I think the first one, I believe, well, I'll tease it here. Saison DuPont, I think, is the first one we're going to deep dive on and just groove into his brilliant mind as a brewer, and just focus on one beer. And so please check that out if that's something that intrigues you.
So let me ask you. So is he currently without employment?
I don't know. I don't know what all those details are.
Because
I know
maybe he wants to come on the show regularly.
I would be all for it. I love Keenan, and I think he's great. Did you know he's a dungeon master?
Yes. Do you not remember the episode when you were asking me all about Dungeons, asked me for Dungeons and Dragons stuff so you can act cool in front of him?
Yeah. No,
Did it work, by the way?
Yeah, actually on our episode of Interbrews, a few episodes back, which I would also explain why Interbrews, I'm a couple weeks overdue of a new episode, the most recent episode with 512 Brood, which, are they going to be on Thursday? I guess we got to talk to them.
I don't know. The correspondence has been on Instagram, which kind of sucks because you get like messages every other day.
No, it's not. You get messages right on time. You just don't check them. You get messages every other day. Did they respond?
Yes.
Now we're going to have to look behind the curtain to see. Now I got to go look.
Yes.
Are they good to go for Thursday?
It looks like one of them is in Colorado.
Uh-huh.
And Caitlin's going to talk to her, and she gave us an email address so we can continue our correspondence there instead of through Instagram.
Okay. No, I think I've got Caitlin. I've got some Caitlin's number or something. Anyway, they were just on Interbrew, so they're going to be on Liquid Lunch. They have a podcast in Austin. I think they just put out their 10th episode, so they just got started. Of course, Caitlin's been doing her blog for a while, and Melanie has a dog-friendly places to go around Austin, including a lot of breweries that she focuses on her blog.
Well, hold on. I can do this too.
What?
All of them.
Not true. Some better than others, right? Some are set up. Yeah.
Where can't you take your dog in Austin?
Oh, I don't know. I don't live in Austin. But what I'm saying is some are more suited for that.
Right.
Places for them to do their business, actual treats, doggy treats, photo places for your dogs. I don't know. It's just a little different. I think everybody's cool with dogs. But is it, set up great for dogs? Like you can take your kids anywhere, but some places better than others.
Right.
Yeah,
no, I feel like kids will get bored if you take them to places that don't have stuff for kids to do.
To a point, yes. Yes. If you're planning on staying for more than just a meal, right? Because every restaurant doesn't have to have a playground. That's silly. But if you're going to be hanging out like at a brewery for 2-3 hours, which is I would imagine that's probably the average, right?
Yeah.
Hang out.
Yeah, so, I would say so.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you just make sure, in some of these places, just make sure that the kids' tablets are completely charged.
Yeah.
Because I find not having kids of my own, that the tablet is like the babysitter.
That's kind of sad. I say play games. All these places have games. Play games with your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I've taken my nephew to some breweries before that weren't necessarily kid friendly, and we sat around and played Uno.
Yeah, they always have Uno or Jenga or something.
Yeah, Jenga. or big Jenga.
Speaking of kids, I'm getting the eye from one of my kids.
Oh,
Go ahead and open the door. Tell me what's going on.
oh,
there
you
something-
you got drama.
Huh? Oh, well, then what? Then why would you? If it's not important, Kennedy. But let's hear what it is. What is it? Don't tell me you can't find the remote. It's in the couch you're sitting on. Okay.
What?
Yeah. I don't. They're in the box. Okay. I'm live on the internet in front of tens of people. Just go find them. I'd have to do I would have to do the same thing you're about to do, which is go look for them. I don't know where they got moved to. We have thank you. That was my daughter Reese. She can't find all the Xbox games. So times are rough. Listen, everybody's having to sacrifice.
Yeah.
And we have two Xbox Ones.
Mhm.
And we don't know where all the games are for both. And so it's tough sometimes when you have to struggle as a kid.
The struggle is real.
So anyway, then you don't have to walk up the stairs to play Xbox. We have one upstairs, we have one downstairs. But to find all the games, apparently they got moved from this spot to this spot. When you're a tween, when you're in that middle school age,
Yeah.
looking and finding things is next to impossible because it requires more than walking into a room and looking around like this. I can't find it, and that's the extent of middle school searching. And so that is what we deal with on a daily basis. Literally, two of my daughters sitting on the couch next to each other. Hey, can you turn that down? I can't find the remote. You just had it in your hand. Yeah, but it got lost. You haven't gotten up from that couch. I've been watching you for the last 2 hours. You have not moved. And now, so just move the blanket.
So one time I had an issue with always losing the remote for the TV.
Yeah.
And it kept getting put in the couch, and this couch was kind of an old one, and when it would fall on the cushions, it would actually fall all the way through into the couch, and we'd have to like dump the couch over, and it had like this felt, like a whole backing to it. So we had to like cut a hole in it so we could like reach in there and get the remote. And it kept happening a lot. So what I did is I got a paint stir, those big long paint stirs, and I taped it to the remote. So then the remote was about 1.5 feet long, and it never got lost again.
That's funny. Yeah, as you went gas station owner with the bathroom key, hubcap or cinder block chained to the key. That's that move.
Well, I think that's more so they don't get stolen, but maybe.
Yeah,
but
it's the same. It's a ballpark.
Yeah.
Ballparks.
Exactly. So do something like that so they never lose the remote.
Yeah. Abby says her kids love going to the breweries. Which most of my kids do too. We do play cornhole and the Jenga and all that kind of stuff. But it's I don't know. Some are more set up for that.
Yeah, I mean, I think all breweries should have something to do there. Instead of just sitting around. I think most of them do.
I think so. And this is where we'll transition into more local here in the Houston area. But this is really a pain in my heart. For anybody who's a beer lover here in Texas, I don't know. If you saw the story, Kennedy, I sent it to you. So if you checked your text, that's which is who knows.
Yeah.
But petrol station.
Oh yeah.
It's closed.
Oh yeah. You were late on the game on that one, by the way.
Did y'all talk about it Thursday?
I think we may have mentioned it actually. Sylvie asked me what was around here, the breweries that are close. But yeah, that was I think like 3 weeks ago.
That it was potentially closing. They just closed it though, right? Officially.
I don't even. Is it officially closed like right now?
Yeah. Well, unless the new owners have opened it up. And if anybody is watching in that neighborhood and can tell, I know that they were moving equipment out, and that it's closed, and that Ben, owner Brash, Ben Fullo, sold it. They had the GoFundMe that I don't know, whatever. But so I don't know if it's going to be still called the petrol station. I don't know if they're going to treat it, and have the Rancor burger. I mean, come on, why wouldn't you? But Petrol is a good example of a place that morphed over time to allow for kids and stuff. But
I mean, that place is like one of the original places in Houston where you
Yeah.
could go out and get craft beer.
yeah, and I mean, not just craft beer like one or two. It was one of those places that defined what it meant to be a craft. Like, this is our thing. This is craft beer.
Yeah.
If you came in and asked for a Bud Light, they would laugh at you and make you cry, and ask, and you would leave either out of sheer embarrassment, or you would try something local and good, and you would have your world changed for the better. And that was what we needed then, for sure. We still need it, but more people, taking up that mantle of spreading craft beer. But man, it's so sad to see that there's so many good times at that bar, restaurant,
Yes.
pub, whatever you want to call it, station.
Yeah, but before I met Julie, I used to go on Tinder dates there a lot.
Oh yeah. What was your What was your best date at petrol station? You have to tell the name,
Uh-huh.
but was there anything that was there one that stood out, like your date?
Let me tell you something, Josh.
Uh-huh.
Nobody stood out until I met Julie.
That's a good answer. But what about when you took them there? Were they craft beer fans? Did you was that part of your Tinder profile, like craft beer, nothing?
I kind of worked it in. I worked it in there. I made sure that, like if they like beer, like a lot of people don't even like beer. So I always went on, if you like beer, then yes.
It is one of it's you kind of need to put it on there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't like beer at all and you're dating somebody that does the best midday live craft beer show
Mhm.
in I think in the world, I'm going to call it the world. Yeah. The best live.
I'm going to
midday
say that
craft
right
beer
now.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to say we're the best one. If you're not into beer and you're dating that dude, then what are you going to talk about? So yeah.
Linda just said she likes her buds, and
Linda, I
Linda,
consider you my bud too, so it's cool.
Linda, no one's perfect.
Linda,
No one is perfect.
we just have to match Linda up with the perfect beer for her.
Yeah, she keeps saying, "Oh, they're too heavy."
Yeah, no, we just need to find her the perfect beer for her. Try Headliner. I'd like for her to try Headliner.
I think she's used to having beer with no flavor.
Yeah, that is the problem. You've been lied to, Linda. They told you that was beer, and it's really not. So
You have to be able to taste your beer.
yeah,
And you have to enjoy a beer sometimes when it's not always ice cold.
true. But anyway,
Right.
we're not talking warm. We're not talking bath water. Just
Like
slightly
this-
above 37 degrees.
Like this
Slightly hazy.
hazy light IPA.
You don't know the ABV on that?
I do.
Yeah.
I told you. It's 4.5%.
That's my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
That kind of area. But no, you think Linda would like Headliner from St. Arnold? Kind of lemony, citrusy, kind of light. I love it. That's a
I don't know.
fantastic beer.
How did she feel about Bombshell Blonde?
I don't know. She probably says it's too heavy. I think Headliner is lighter in body. I don't know. I may grab a 6-pack and wheel it off to work. Give her some.
I think at one time she said she liked the Shiner Light Blonde. She did say that.
Okay. Well, whatever. We can find one. We'll find one.
Linda-
Hyperlight. She never tried Hyperlight.
Linda will find. Oh yeah, I bet she
Look
likes
at you.
Hyperlight.
I thought I gave you some Hyperlight, Linda.
Bet
Maybe
she
I
likes
did.
Hyperlight.
Get her some Hyperlight.
Mhm.
Speaking of Bobby Harrell from Backview.
Yeah, who was on last week?
I know, right? He's so smart.
Mhm.
Oh,
He
yeah,
is. Wow. And Jules and I met some friends up there a couple weeks ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was fun. Like we stayed there from about 5:30 until it closed. All sat outside. There were a bunch of some of the people brought kids. I got to run around. That's a good place for kids. By the way, there's a nice playground outside for them. They have like 10 acres of land, so the whole 50% capacity thing.
Yeah.
And we have we can hold 1,000 people in this brewery, so
Yeah.
50% is not a big deal.
You have a favorite beer?
Yes, I do. They had this, and I forget the name of it. Somebody might be able to help me out here because it has a weird name, but it's their Juicy IPA. And I know Bobby's basically a lager guy. He said that before. He loves doing the lagers, but there's this IPA they did. It's a special run.
Okay.
And it's a black toke. It's a sinner. It's not a saint. It's a sinner.
Right.
And
You know what?
It's got a weird name, and I don't remember it because I've got a bad memory. But that was probably one of the best kind of like juicy type IPAs I've ever had.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jeremy? Jeremy saying, "What's up, Brewcasters? How's it going there, Jeremy?"
Hey, Jeremy.
Thanks for
popping on, Jeremy.
Yeah. Now pop on and pop off the top of your lunch beer. You deserve it. You worked hard these first 4 hours of work or whatever you're doing. Either way, you deserve it.
Linda's asking you to ease her in slow, Josh.
Yeah, I know. And I do. I always take care.
Yeah. And she said her European mother called American beer piss water.
Yeah. Well,
you can say that, Linda. It's fine. You can say piss water. Mm-hmm. But I'm sure maybe when your mother knew American beers, that may have been the case.
Yeah.
Definitely not the case. I would say that American beers are the best.
Here's the thing to remember, Linda. And Jeremy, yes, we normally aren't on. Well, Thursdays is our normal day.
Yeah.
My goal is to have us on 4 days a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. That would be my goal. I've got to get some. If you want to see that happen, then the Interbrews PayPal link on the interbrews.com, you can make it happen there, or become a patron of Interbrews, and we can make it happen. We're a couple $100 away from making it happen.
Another way would be to go and subscribe to us on YouTube. Because once we hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, we can start monetizing the shit out of the show.
Yeah, man. Well, we can take we can take sponsors now too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we're today's it's pandemic mania. I couldn't really make those fit. So yeah. But anyway. So petrol station closed. That was to wrap that story up.
That's sad. I mean,
that's one of those places I wish I had like a whole bunch of cash laying around. I'd buy it. I don't know anything about running a bar, but I would have bought it and I would have kept it open. We would have done this show from there every day, and I would have put a small pilot system in there and brewed some beers and kept the train, because the train's pretty cool.
I don't think there's a lot of space there to put a small pilot system.
Yeah, there is. There's that big old yard. You put a shipping container there, put a pilot system in it. Boom.
Well, yeah, I guess you could do that for sure. Or
you could build up, put one on the roof.
I mean, it sucks because we just moved into the area and they closed.
Yeah. Well, maybe I don't know. We need correspondents on the streets to tell us what's going on in Petra. We should have had somebody standing by.
I wonder if the breweries had anything to do with it.
You mean Brad?
There's 2 breweries that are right like within a block from petrol station.
Well, you got to remember Ben owns Brash, right?
Yeah.
So it could be. I know Brash is past. Well, that's one of the. Again, I don't have any. Don't take anything of what I'm saying as gospel, but there's licensing considerations as far as capacities and things like that. And I know that that Brash has been packaging more of their awesome, fantastic, amazing beers. So I don't know. Maybe they'll just start making Rancor burgers at Brash. Maybe, and packaging beers and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It wouldn't be so bad. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they do a Rancor Stout or a Rancor double IPA. Rancor Burger infused Imperial IPA. Double dry hopped, double cheese, 2 eggs, extra runny IPA. What do you think, Kennedy?
That sounds fantastic. Sorry, I'm responding to it.
Oh, Linda wants to buy a shirt. Kennedy's the only one that's ever had a shirt that said Liquid Lunch on it. So ask him.
I am currently working on the shirt thing.
That's news to me.
Well, I mean, I've been working on it for a while, but that's one of my goals, to be able to do the whole shirt thing. It's just, the way you have to do them now, they're not very cost effective.
No, they are not.
Like it's going to cost me personally like $20 a piece to do these T-shirts. So I got to find a way to bring our costs down.
Yeah, so that we can bring your cost down.
Yeah.
You, the wearer of said shirts.
Exactly. Now, if you're willing to spend about $25 on a Liquid Lunch T-shirt, hit me up, and I could definitely make that happen.
Yeah. We'll talk to our marketing department.
It'll be totally customize anything you really want, but it's just when you do them like that and you do full color, it's just they're expensive.
Hard hitting news, beer news here on Liquid Lunch today.
Always.
The economics of making T-shirts. Beers of Joy. Jeremy's asking if we watch Beers of Joy. Beers of Joy. Did I watch that one? Oh, is that the one on? What is that on? That is on. Is that on Amazon?
Sure.
I did not watch it. I watched the full season of what's the one on Netflix? The
you didn't. Oh.
Beer Buds or whatever. It got better.
Oh
anyway.
Man, that. Ugh. I tried a second time.
Yeah. No.
It's like Beers of Joy is a documentary.
It's on Hulu.
That came out. It's on Amazon. It's on Hulu.
Yeah, he says Hulu.
Cool.
You can rent it on Amazon because you can get it. I've seen Brewdogs.
I know what I'm watching whenever we're finished with this show. Then
I know on Amazon the old Crafting a Nation, which it's a little dated now, but they highlight Austin / San Antonio. Mm-hmm. Scott Metzger's on there.
Scott Metzger's on there. Davis Tucker.
Yep. I just chatted with Davis Tucker.
He's on. Oh, you did?
Yeah. Of course, North by Northwest now closed. Speaking of sad days,
that sucked. Within like a year and a half, they had to close both locations, and both were things out of their control.
Well, here's the thing, Davis. He's a brilliant mind, entrepreneurial mind, right? He's been in the craft beer game for over 30 years. Mm-hmm. A few different locations and all that kind of stuff, a few different companies and things like that. But got into it like one of the founding fathers of Texas craft beer, right? He's lending his entrepreneurial and business expertise now. Check him out on LinkedIn. Just look for Davis Tucker, and he's got all kinds of knowledge and expertise to lend to people who are. We're in an interesting spot right now, Kennedy, with all the business closings and bar closings, and even I don't know. I haven't have any breweries in Texas closed. I don't know that I saw any close, like for good. Maybe a lot on the brand, perhaps, but I think we're finding a way, right?
They're fun. I mean, North by Northwest closed.
Yeah, but there was also
that was COVID related. I want to say there are other ones.
Here's the thing we need to keep in mind, and I don't think here in Texas that I don't know how the numbers are being established, but they need to do this with businesses and with people. There's COVID caused, closings / deaths, and then there's deaths with COVID or closings with COVID, right? So there may have been extenuating circumstances. COVID didn't help. COVID might have pushed them over the edge, but it's like saying, man eaten by a shark died of COVID because it tested positive for COVID when they You know what I'm saying? It was the shark. But that's
Yeah.
the numbers are being calculated. Just any old death, anything with COVID. Somebody sneezed on him right before the shark got him, COVID. So the numbers are not what they seem.
Right.
The antibody tests and the here in Texas, I know this for sure. The antibody tests and the actual active virus tests are being conflated. So those numbers are all just positive tests, and that's not accurate either. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I've talked to a bunch of doctors lately. As my dog
Mhm.
eats one of my children, I think they'll be fine. I'm sure.
That's
It's
Bella.
no, that's Bosco eating a child. No, it's
Oh.
whoever just dropped something from Amazon. Which reminds me, if you want to help support the show, another way to help support the show, liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon, and all the things you purchase on Amazon help support the show, so you can get us to 4 days a week that way as well, just through Amazon purchases. Right, Kennedy? I'm glad you do all your Amazon purchases through that link.
Uh-huh.
You ever use that link?
I am upset with Amazon right now.
Are they too convenient?
No, they're like every package I get now takes about a month to get here.
Okay.
I have a reoccurring shipment, and it's supposed to be here every 16th. And what are we in? Or a week after that, and they finally sent me a message saying your package might be lost.
Who was shipping it? Amazon doesn't do all their own shipping. Sometimes it's USPS. Sometimes it's one of the other.
I'm not sure. I think it's usually UPS that ships this.
Okay, is it large?
No, it's not that large.
Is it? I don't know. What's the nature of it? Give us more information.
Do you really want me to? All right.
I don't know. If you
it's-
want to disclose what you're ordering on Amazon,
Yeah, it's protein powder. So Julie and I can make protein shakes every day.
why are
Every
you?
day.
Let's get a different protein powder that's like on Subscribe and Save or something. What are you doing?
Well, that's
16.
that's what we do. It's a reoccurring one that it's supposed to be here every once a month.
Jose wanted to know if it was conditioner. Yes, it's a 5-gallon drum of conditioner.
Man,
Needs
let me tell
monthly.
you, I got through a lot of conditioner. A lot of conditioner. Like, I have to put probably a half a cup of conditioner in my hair every time
That's a good
I
amount of
condition. I conditioned.
You don't do leave-in?
I do leave-in conditioner too.
Is it the humidity? Is it a humidity-driven thing?
I don't know.
Just a volume.
My hair just soaks it up.
You do have a high volume of hair. Yeah. So, but order it. Go through liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon.
Mhm.
Reset up all those subscribe and saves through that link.
All right, Jeremy, I'm gonna watch. What's it called again?
Brew Dogs.
I'm gonna watch Beers of Joy, and give you my opinion next week. Or
What
maybe
network is Brew
maybe-
Dogs on? I don't remember. Discovery. I remember the Dogfish show was on Discovery, and then they stopped it because Coors wanted Blue Moon to sponsor it, and they're like, nah. What was Brew Dogs? It's Brewdog, which is they're Scottish big brewery. They took over Stone's German brewery.
There's even a BrewDog brewery in Berlin.
That's what I'm talking about. That is the
Yeah.
exact thing. That's the Berlin. That was Stone.
Uh-huh.
Which that's a good documentary to watch. The Beer Jesus of Germany or whatever it's called. That's on Amazon, I believe. But that's that whole story of how Stone tried to open up the Berlin brewery and take American craft beer right into the heart of Germany. Failed.
Oh.
He underestimated the bureaucracy that's in Berlin. And,
Yeah.
it didn't work out. And people's tastes and people's traditions and all that kind of stuff.
No, like when I was in Berlin, I was surprised that like you go to a restaurant or something, and they ask you what kind of beer you want, and they basically give you the choice between light, amber, and dark.
Yeah, they don't have time for all.
And that's it. Light, amber, dark.
We had a question asked on the chat. Where's that fun girl that's usually with us?
Mm-hmm.
We're at a loss.
We are.
We normally have rays of sunshine exploding from the screen,
Huh.
and today is a bit cloudy. And maybe she'll just reappear. And
No,
we didn't do
unfortunately,
your intro. We didn't do your intro.
no, we didn't.
Can we? It's a little late, but
I mean, if you want to do it,
I do. I like it.
All right.
Ready?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, to my screen right, to your screen right, Kennedy.
Hey, how's it going? I'm Kennedy.
You think we should cut that one down?
No, it's fine.
Okay, cool.
It's fine.
Jules is on assignment.
No, well, sorta. Jules had to go back to work.
It was Julie asking.
Oh.
Jules
Julie.
is.
She's watching. Hey, baby cake.
Oh God, come on, man.
What?
Baby cakes.
Well, she missed it when I really gave her.
What?
She missed it when I was really smooth about her a little bit ago.
Oh, she can rewind back.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch that, Judy, because I said something really smooth
Yeah. Talking about yogurt. Hey,
for once.
whipped yogurt. Hey, are you gonna do anything for the 4th? Maybe a 4th of July proposal or something?
What do you propose?
I mean, like you proposing to Jules on the 4th? Since y'all been dating for 4 years or however long it's been?
It hasn't been 4 years.
How long's it been?
Not 4 years.
3?
Not 3 years.
2.9?
It's been
It's close to 3, right?
2 plus.
Yeah.
3 years in November.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, put a ring on it, man. Snatch, make it official before. Now that she's back at work, there's probably I've seen The Office. I know how this works.
Yeah.
Have you seen The Office?
I have.
She's going to meet a Jim at the office.
Uh-huh.
What was Pam's fiance?
Well, she's not because she basically works remote.
What? But yeah, this won't last forever. What was Pam's fiance at the beginning?
I don't remember.
The big guy in the warehouse.
Oh,
You're him.
big-
I forget his name. But she's going to meet a Jim. Roy. That's right, Jose. Thank you. Roy. Everybody's like, Roy is screaming. Yes. There you go. Yeah, Roy. You're Roy, and she's going to meet a Jim. Don't be Roy. Be smart. Put a ring on it. Okay? Do it, man.
we are going to Orlando in about 3 weeks.
Oh, like a ring, like Orlando. Are you going to go to any breweries down there?
Is the Pope Catholic? Does a one-legged duck swim in circles?
Yes.
Is a frog's ass watertight?
That I don't know.
The answer is yes. Of course, I'm going to breweries there.
Why would a frog's ass need to be watertight?
I don't know. It's a saying.
I know it's a saying, but I'm saying,
Yeah.
like, I get a one-legged duck swim in circles and,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. I get that.
Because if it wasn't watertight, and he basically spends his whole life in the water,
Huh.
he'd probably drown or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
You're putting way too much thought into that. Way too.
Maybe not too much. Maybe it's just what was needed, and we've just been ignoring it for so long. We've had so many other distractions in this world that now it's really time to dig in and understand: is a frog's? I'm going to Google it. Is a frog's ass watertight? Let's find out.
You're really googling this.
Yeah, is a frog's ass watertight?
Mhm.
And
Uh-huh.
Google says,
Yes.
Urban Dictionary. No, I
Yeah.
need to know actually. Let's see.
Well, it's a good thing you're going to Urban Dictionary.
No. Nope. According to Quora, a frog's skin isn't watertight
Mhm.
anywhere on his body. If you add water, he'll absorb it right through his skin. They'll also absorb oxygen. That's how they do it.
So you're saying me I can never use that expression again?
You can use it. It's just no. So maybe you won't go to a brewery in Orlando if you say "is a frog's." It's up in the air. No, it's not. So you may get wet. Going to a
Not
brewery.
only I'll be bringing back a whole bunch of Florida beers too.
That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
So we had one super fan by the name of Linda
Uh-huh.
bring us some Florida beers
Yeah.
when she went to Florida last.
Heck yeah.
And last time Julie went to Florida without me, she brought back Florida beers.
Cool.
So I would say, other than Texas, Florida beers are the most represented on the show.
We've had Arkansas beers.
We've had
We've had-
Arkansas.
We've had Oklahoma.
We've had Oklahoma.
We've had New
We've had-
Mexico.
Yes, we've had Louisiana.
Yeah. So we've had all the bordering states, right?
Yeah.
Good. Very good. We need more. We've had Mississippi beers.
We have.
Yeah.
We've had Pennsylvania beers.
We have. Ooh, we need a map. That's what we need.
I think we've had Connecticut beers.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember, but we do. We need a map, and we
Uh-huh.
need to start, like a graphic that
Mhm.
tracks the states and the beers that we've had.
Okay.
How hard is that? Do we have a graphics guy?
I probably.
Okay.
I'm sure someone would volunteer.
And if so, could it be a map with the states lined out, right?
Uh-huh.
Map of the great states, great state of the great country, the U.S., great states of America, whatever. Anyway, we're like the state that we're talking about pops up and then goes back down. We can talk about the beers or something. I don't know. I don't know how graphics work. Anyway, that's all.
Yeah, I can probably make this happen.
Okay. Cool.
It's just if I want to put forth the effort into making this happen.
You do, man. You really do. It'll make this show so much better. Every little thing you do.
So every time we have beer from a new place, we should do a Texas one,
Mm-hmm.
and every time we have beer from a new brewery, we put up the
Yeah.
graphic, and then have a United. We've had international beers too.
That's right. We've had Spanish beers and
Yes.
Belgian beers and German beers.
German beers. We've
Yeah.
had Andorran beers.
Yeah, all those. So I wanted to have like the Google Maps zoom in to
Mhm.
the brewery, like
Right.
that type of graphic work. How hard is that? Like the next time we interview Brock Wagner,
Mhm.
zoom all the way into St. Arnold, and like we can see the top of his head where he's sitting.
We should. We need to interview Brock Wagner. Brock Wagner like once a month.
Yeah, he's fun, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's fun. He's my every time I get to another century mark on Interbrews, it's always a Brock Wagner interview, which it doesn't always have to wait 100. But
That reminds me.
go on.
We need to work on our 200th episode.
Oh yeah, we're still on 199, huh? It's funny how that happens.
Yeah.
We are going to do it at Thistle.
Mm-hmm.
So 200th episode Thistle Draft Shop, and maybe we give it a couple weeks to promote it or something.
Yeah.
What?
I'm trying to think when I'm going to have time to do this. Well, this is probably something we should discuss off camera.
Oh, here I'll just duck down.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
So about that show.
We're stupid. Anyway,
We both had the idea of ducking off camera and then coming back at the exact same moment.
well, because I'm not limber enough to hold that position for much longer. I was either gonna come back up or throw out my back. And
You're a youngin.
yeah, we still have about 10 more minutes of show, so I can't throw my back out yet.
Did you know that on Facebook now we're closed captioned?
I saw that. Well, also on YouTube as well.
Oh, it's on YouTube?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I saw it somewhere. Maybe it's a new technology for closed captioning.
Let's see.
Jose says he could hear the heart breathing. Of course you could.
Jeremy, I have not tried the Shiner Summer Pack,
Neither have I.
but
Neither.
speaking of summer beers, did I tell you what I'm currently brewing for the
No.
next Rogue Brewers competition?
No, you have not. Why don't you disclose said information?
I'm brewing a shandy. Actually, two shandies.
Get out of town.
I am, and it's the competition is this Friday.
Oh, that's cool. So is it bottled and ready?
No, it is not. The beer's not even done fermenting. I'm gonna have to force carb it. It'll be done fermenting on Thursday.
Mm.
Then I'm gonna add my fruit additions, carb it up, and I'm gonna have to force carb it, and then on Thursday, and then Friday it should be good to go.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
it should be nice and fresh. I'm worried
Okay.
about the fruit part going bad. So.
There you go. Hey, quick shout out. Don't know if they're watching or if anybody, but new brewery in Blanco, downtown Blanco,
Really?
historic Blanco, Texas Cannon Brewing Company.
Yeah.
I talked to Stephanie. It's her and her dad. I'm sure there's others involved, but I talked to Stephanie yesterday, and they're getting really close to being open. Hopefully mid-July, maybe later July. They're getting close. They got their equipment in place and all that stuff. So yeah, just right out there by Real Ale, like less than a mile.
Yeah, they're gonna go out and give Real Ale a run for their money.
Well, it'll give you two places to stop for sure.
Yeah.
I
Now,
don't-
when I've been to Real Ale twice, and it would have been nice to have a second option in Blanco.
Well, the cool thing about Blanco's not that far from other places.
No, but it's still. I mean, it's not. But it's still what, like a 20 or 30-minute drive to Dripping Springs.
How far from Blanco? Well, yes, but how far from Blanco to say like Fredericksburg?
I don't know. I never made that trip.
Yeah, it's not that far. It's kind of halfway between the two. But you can get out to like Pecan Street and 12 Fox, some of those other places. I'm going to be in Fredericksburg on the 4th of July.
Are you going to go to Altstadt?
That's on the list of things to do. I've got to,
I mean, if you're in Fredericksburg and you're now a official fanboy of this brewery.
I am. Well, I am for sure. And Craig's great. And I'm gonna have to, that yes, I don't know what everybody else has planned, for us. We'll be doing some patriotic celebratory things and blowing some stuff up.
Like drinking American beer. That's
Of
pretty
course.
patriotic. If you ask
It
me.
is. It is. Of course it is. So we'll have to do that. But we'll be there. We'll get there on Friday, stay Saturday, and come back Sunday. So anyway, but yes, Fredericksburg, all that.
Mango Kolsch.
Is that the Shiner?
Yeah. How is that Mango Kolsch?
Mango. I love mango.
Like mango was the fruit of the year about 3 years ago.
It was after peach. It was
Yeah.
peach, then mango, then apricot or something, or peach, apricot, mango. And I don't know where we are now.
Because I'm going to say 2017 is when everyone was doing like mango IPAs and mango this and mango that.
Yeah.
But then
Yeah.
mango's kind of dropped off. I actually considered for a little bit, and I still could if I wanted to, because I haven't done my second fruit edition, doing a mango shandy.
There you go.
But
Mango's light, refreshing.
it's just, man, getting the fruit off that mango, and I'd have to do about 20 of them.
You realize there's mango peelers, right?
No?
And cores, just like an apple core and an apple slicer. You've seen those where you just put it over the apple and ka-chunk. You've seen that,
Yes.
right?
Oh,
They
yeah.
have the same thing for mango.
Dude, I bake apple pie. I know.
Okay, they have the same thing for mango.
Really?
Of course. Hold on. I'm gonna go.
Oh,
Hold on. Liquid.
mango's like one of my favorite fruits of all time, but I don't get it too much because they're a bitch to cut, and you just get those strands of mango in your teeth. Like you can't eat a mango without immediately have to go and like floss your teeth afterwards.
I use it to floss strings. Mango floss.
But I love me some mango.
Hold on, I'm sending you a link.
Bright and balanced.
$16 for a slicer. Ready for this? It's gonna blow your mind. And the great thing about it, it's through our Liquid Lunch affiliate link. So if you purchase that, that's gonna help. We'll get like 14 cents. Out of you.
14 cents for every mango slicer sold.
I don't know what our percentage is. It might be like a 4% thing now. So whatever 4% is of $16 plus tax. But if we sell a bunch of mango slicers, actually that's the slicer, and then they have the peeler as well. Let me send you that.
So the slicer pulls the big pit out?
Yeah, it's just like the apple slicer.
Huh.
You know, it goes around the core,
Mhm.
slices all the meat off the side.
It's not really a core though.
Whatever. Look at it. I just sent you the link. Look at your phone. Does your phone not tell you when you get a text?
It does, but it's been blowing up the whole show.
Or you mean you have a lot of people texting you?
I do.
Oh.
Wow, that is the longest link I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's an affiliate link, but just click on it. Boom. That's what I'm talking about. Now purchase it. $16. Go ahead, click on it. Purchase it.
I just made him. Oh, I see. Oh, okay.
Now bookmark.
It.
As
I have
soon
to
as you
say
do that-
this though. Does that look like a vagina to you?
Nope, looks like a mango slicer.
Oh.
Why does everything you look at look like a woman part?
No, but that looks like a woman part. I've
Maybe
been
that's
watching. Have you seen the show What We Do in the Shadows?
No, that was almost one of my shows that I watched under quarantine. But
Oh man, it's one of the characters in there does topiaries.
of
That's his pastime, is trimming topiaries,
course,
and he he does he does women parts
yeah,
of you know,
yeah.
people that are close to him,
Mm-hmm.
like his wife.
Is that a funny show? Like worth
Oh
watching?
man, it is so funny.
Okay.
It is.
Oh.
It is like, oh
It was on I almost clicked on it.
yeah. So I don't know if you've seen the actual movie, but the movie is absolutely hilarious.
Is it? It's not kid appropriate, is it?
No, no,
Is it the same actor, same
No.
story, and everything?
no. It's kind of the same thing. It's these. It's like a documentary crew that follows this House of Vampires.
Okay.
And every once in a while, like they reference the crew that's following around, but
It's like The Office with meets vampires.
sorta, yeah, that's a good way of describing it. And it's just the vampires are just dumb and out of touch. they haven't been able to assimilate into modern society.
Listen, I would imagine that if you're an immortal, you're a vampire, and you don't have to have like social media accounts and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like all the stuff that we think is like a big deal right now. A vampire's like, this will blow over. This is only going to last at max 100 years.
Yeah,
And then you just kind of chill out for a century, and you don't have to worry about trends that you think are annoying.
yeah. There's an episode where some guy checks his email that he hasn't checked in like 15 years, and he has 2 emails, and one of them was saying that he's cursed unless he can send this out to 10 different people.
Uh-huh.
And the whole episode, they actually thought they were actually cursed,
That's
and they had to bend over backwards to find 10 email addresses to be able to send this to.
that's funny. Okay, I'm watching it. You sold me.
Yeah, watch the movie first if you can, and then the series isn't as good as the movie,
Mhm.
in my opinion, but it
Okay.
is Absolutely.
Who's in the movie?
Um,
When did it come out?
I want to say like 2014 or something like that. The movie 2016 maybe.
Okay.
And the series is on FX now. It's got the Jermaine. Oh, what's his face? The guy from Flight of the Conchords.
Okay.
He's like the producer of this.
Okay. All right. Well, then I'm watching. I'm
Mhm.
watching. I'll let you know. Maybe not by Thursday, but I'll let you know by next week. So
Yeah, it's like I said, not kid appropriate
okay,
at all,
that's too bad.
at all.
Okay. All right.
Especially when they're showing the topiaries of the vulvas.
I mean, all right. Well, we're almost to the end of the show. How was your beer?
They were great. They were fantastic.
Good. As was mine. So I would say wherever it went, the can. I was going to the Allstott. Here's what I like about Allstott. One of the things I like about Allstott, just you can order it by color: the green, the purple, the blue, and the red.
Mhm.
So I floated around. Anyway, good, crisp, classic German style beers.
And this one is just good advice. Just be someone.
Yeah, be someone. Drink that honey.
Be
honey
someone.
wheat. Yeah, that's a sneaker beer. They'll
Yeah.
sneak up on you at 6'8".
Yeah, it is. Yeah. We've had these in the refrigerator for a while. I think this is like the 4th time I've had this on the show.
Yeah, that's cool.
But
Jeremy wants to know, is Nick Kroll in What We Do? What is it called? What We Do in the Dark?
what we do in the shadows.
What We Do in the Shadows. Nick Kroll? Nick Kroll from The League, the glasses. Also Big Mouth.
I don't know.
Have you seen Big Mouth?
Yes, of course I've seen.
Okay.
Linda
says the movie sucked.
I think she's trying to make a funny there because it's about vampires.
Oh, dad joke. Gotcha. All right, cool. I dig it. Even if not, that's a dad joke. Okay.
Nick Kroll, hold on.
You don't know who Nick Kroll is? Are you just IMDbing?
Yeah. No, Nick Kroll is not in
Okay.
the show.
All right. But watch Big Mouth if you're a Nick Kroll fan. Or The League. All right. We got to wrap the show. That's why we started a little early. We'll be back Thursday, though. No time limits on Thursday that I have. What about you?
No, we're good to go.
Thursday's
As long as
good.
it takes on Thursday. Hopefully we'll have some guests.
Possibly. Caitlin and Melanie, perhaps. If not,
Possibly.
we'll just call anybody. But Caitlin and if not, just listen to their podcast, 512 Brood. All right. We'll wrap here. Great job today, Kennedy.
You as well. Thanks for coming back.
It's good to be back.
And and thank you for not actually getting COVID.
No, I got it.
You did?
Yeah.
You don't think that was a false positive?
No, I have antibodies.
But you never showed any symptoms.
Yeah, something like either it's they know 25 to 50% of people with it show no symptoms, but it could be as high as like 80%. Everybody could be walking around with this thing.
So could
Like
you
Walking Dead?
Oh,
Probably. Better.
were you in danger of passing it along?
No. See, that's the reason I got tested because my wife had a coworker that popped for it. So she's like, I almost got tested. Whoa.
I tried to cover my mic when I did that.
It didn't work. No. Anyway, my wife had a coworker that tested positive, so we all got tested. And so none of them had it. I'd not been around anywhere, and it just so happens that I tested the way they says I tested positive, but it might have been that I had it months ago.
So
I just never saw any symptoms, or I have it.
Yeah.
I'm negative. I got a swab, and it's all negative. So
did
anyway,
they have to stick the thing way up your nose to test you?
throat,
Oh,
deep throat.
oh, so you had to deep throat.
Yeah.
It's a good thing you're used to that.
Uh,
No,
okay.
so I know you got to go, but really quickly, I just want one question.
Okay.
So when you come, I'm assuming like your whole family tested at the same time.
Mhm.
Is that correct?
Correct.
So, how was that ride home from the doctor's office?
Well, that was the thing. It's a rapid test, so they called and talked to my wife. They're like, "Oh yeah, y'all are all clear." Hand the phone to me. Yeah, dude, you got it for sure. It's
Oh,
like,
so
and I'm
you
driving.
came, you guys all came home from the doctor's office. You didn't get the news till after you got home.
No, I was on the way home. They called.
Oh, did you tell them that you had it when you were
Yeah.
still in the
Yeah.
car?
Because I induced a panic attack. That's the only symptom I had was a panic attack. Me. I had panic attacks from time to time.
Yeah.
And I had to pull over because the thing that got me was not that I had it. I was like, man, this sucks, right? I don't feel bad, but I was like, every little thing at that point is like, oh, I feel it coming on now. I feel it coming
Yeah.
on. This is it. Every time you get a scratchy throat, oh, that's it. No, wait, it was just an almond. But it's like it was coming, and then it was fine, and we're 10 minutes from the house, and then my wife's talking to her mom, and they're talking about me. He's got it. Yeah, no, he looks fine right now. And I'm like, oh no. And I pull over like, you got to drive. I can't handle this anymore.
It'd been funny if they pulled over and like, all right, you got to take an Uber home.
Yeah. Make me walk home. But no, it's, that was the only symptom was a panic attack when I heard somebody else talking about me having it. It wasn't me knowing it. It was me hearing somebody else talk about me have it. It's all up here. Not the panic attack. Anyway, I'm free and clear. I survived. I'm a survivor.
Yeah.
I overcame the greatest pandemic probably ever. Maybe. Possibly. There's a chance that I did.
Well.
And I survived not having beer for 2 straight weeks, which is the first time I've done that, and I don't even know when.
You really didn't have a beer?
No. Dude, all
Come
I
on.
did was I drank water, ate clean, and had fistfuls of vitamins every day.
Come on.
That's it.
Everyone's asleep. You didn't sneak out and get a
No. Dude, I had to make sure that I was in tip-top performance, ready just to fight off this battle, and that never came. I probably scared it off. Is probably what I did. Probably got scared, ran away.
Well, I'm glad you don't have it, and I'm glad you're back.
Yeah, I don't know what
'Cause
I'm.
I was gonna have a panic attack if I had to do all this.
Yeah, no. Well, all right. So everybody remember Amazon link, Interbrews Patreon, or if you want to sponsor the show, and we can get to 4 days a week. And then you won't have to panic ever about missing it because it'll be on almost all the time. Does that make you panic to think about 4 days a week, Kennedy?
No.
All right, doing the quick out. I gotta go.
Yeah.
Go. All right, everybody. We'll see you in 2 days.
2 days.
2 days. Tell all your friends.
Thursday.
Order all your stuff off liquidlunch.com/Amazon, liquidlunchshow.com/Amazon, and grab a beer and get ready for Thursday. It's
Yep.
coming quick.
Share a beer with your friends and share the show with your friends.
Boom. There you go. Jeremy, thank you, sir. Bye, Jose. Bye, Linda. Bye, everybody. See you Thursday. Good job, Kennedy.
The preceding has been a presentation of Stewed Productions.
Subscribe to that podcast.